Marriage is no joke. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so it's obvious I'm so excited to be filming. I know I haven't filmed like sit down videos in a while. I know, like I'm a vlogger. I love vlogging is what I do. I love just creating stories like a movie. I love creating like something beautiful out of an experience that I had and to share that experience. So that's why I mainly just do vlogs. But sometimes, you know, you gotta sit down, have a chat, which is what I'm going to do today. So first of all, I want to say happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day, yes, it's Valentine's Day again, Valentine's Day 2020, which obviously means it's the 2-year anniversary of Define Logic, but I'm so proud of. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been supporting me, pushing me, helping me, watch my videos, read my blogs, and please do subscribe and continue to help me grow. And yeah, I'm just so excited to share this journey with you. So today I'm here with another Valentine's Day post. If you haven't seen my last one, I will put it in the description box or link it. Anyway, so I just want to come and talk about what I've learned in the last year. I just want to share with you what I've learned in the last year. So what can I say? It's been a journey. Being single is a journey, and it only feels that way because society has made it that way, that being single is such a, there's a negative connotation with single. If you're not loved up, if you're not in a relationship, if you're not working towards marriage, then people see you as not being serious. But being single is a part of the journey. So I just want to come and share what I've learned in the last year, and you know, just kind of like share my experience, and hopefully someone out there can relate. Last year my video made it sound like I was anti-relationship, you know, all this whole don't be in a relationship, be by yourself, blah blah blah. That's kind of like not what I was getting at. I wasn't anti-relationship, but I was in the healing process. I was in the process of taking time to be alone, being single, learning and growing and loving myself. And I have to say, like, it's absolutely amazing. How can you really, I have a lot to say and I don't know where to start, but what I've learned over the past year is that there's different stages of single, and that's what I really want to talk about today. So the first stage of single, you might have just gotten out of a relationship, or you might just be in a stage where you've been single and it seems like this person's getting married, this person's getting engaged, this person's having a baby, you're there single, and people are looking at you like they're basically watching your womb, watching. I've had people, you know, say to me, you know, that when will you marry?
Marry? When will you marry? When will you marry?
Like, you know, like, how do you even know that's what I want? First of all, how do you know what how do you know that's what I want? First of all, but it's not even that. It's just that in that first stage of singleness, you might just be getting to know yourself again because you've just left a relationship. You might just be, you know, thinking to yourself, you know, I'm getting to know myself again. And then there's people getting married everywhere, and you're kind of upset that, like, you know, you could have been married, this could have been you. Why is everybody getting married? Why aren't you in a serious relationship? Why is this? Why doesn't anybody like me? What is the problem? And I'm an advocate of this, where, you know, you may actually be strong in yourself, but because people are in your ear, left, right and center, it makes you almost forget. If everybody's doing something, then that's possibly the right thing to do. If everybody's doing it, then it must be right? So you kind of forget that, no, actually I'm different, I'm a different person, I'm meant to be doing things this way, and you know, this isn't my time. And you know, like, I have a good few friends who are married or who are mothers, and I always kind of feel sometimes that I'm the odd one out. I'm the one that doesn't have a child, or I'm the one that's not married. I'm the only single one. I've said this before, this is how people end up in unhappy relationships. Or I look back at where I was those few years ago and I say to myself, I could have been married right now. I could have been married, but you know what? I would have been in a marriage that I was unhappy in, that I was depressed in, and because of my beliefs, I probably wouldn't get a divorce. Till death do us part, I would live unhappy. You know? How can you physically have children, live day in, day out with someone that you despise? A mistake that you have to live with this mistake. Marriage is no joke. How can you live in this marriage forever knowing that you're not happy? And I'm not willing to take that risk, and I'm not willing to make that mistake. That's why my eyes are open. So in the second stage of single, I was single. If you remember it from that video, I was single and not ready to mingle. I took that time to, first of all, heal. There's a lot of pain and there's a lot of baggage that you don't even know that you have when you come out of a relationship. You don't even know. And a lot of unlearning, a lot of things you have to unlearn, a lot of things you need to kind of let go of. And also, like, if you've invested in someone and someone's invested in you, it's not, you're not just gonna be like, deuces, especially if you're serious, and especially if you were working towards this whole marriage, we're in it together, serious thing. It's not something where you can just be like, okay, deuces, it didn't work out, peace. So taking time to heal is very important. I've heard so many times, when you are healing, you're not meant to be dating. And I was not dating. I was literally just working on myself, working on my goals, planning what I wanted my life to be like, but working on me. And I came to a realization that being alone and being with yourself, you learn what your purpose is. You learn what your values are, and you learn how you let your values go because you wanted a relationship so bad. You learn how to love yourself when you're alone, when you're in your down times. You know that you're the only person that you have. You're the only one that you have at the end of the day, you and God. No one is going to be there. No one's going to have your back like you have your back. No one's going to have your back like God has your back. And being single, being alone in that time helps you to heal. There's a lot of things that you probably don't like about yourself. I've always said that I always wanted to bring something into a relationship. I didn't want to bring my baggage. I didn't want to bring my sadness. I didn't want to bring stress. I wanted to bring a whole complete person. I've said this before, a whole complete person into the relationship, and they're bringing themselves and we're complementing each other. Okay, so there was two sides of it. There was me being alone and healing and, you know, learning to love myself. And it got to the stage where I loved myself so much that I was like, how can I even attach myself to someone that's gonna give me stress? How can I even, like, nobody's worthy of me. Like, because I accepted stuff before for the sake of a relationship, you know, you have to compromise, you need to be understanding, but not to the stage where you degrade yourself, where you lower your value. And there's a really, really fine line between, you know, putting your ego aside so that a relationship will work, and actually downgrading yourself and put yourself down to the ground. So because I had, you know, been like, okay, because I had wanted a relationship so bad, there are certain things that I allowed and there are certain things that I accepted. But when I was in the process of healing, I was like, so is this what single life feels like? People make single life feel like it's this depressing place where you're alone and lonely. I was loving myself, and it was going to the stage where I was like, I don't want to be in a relationship. Like, if this is what enjoyment is like, where I'm by myself, I'm living life, I'm stress-free, nobody's stressing me, I don't have anybody to be accountable for, like, apart from myself. I like, what is a relationship gonna do for me? So I was in that mindset. And then I remember actually just not too long ago, last year, I was at one of my closest friends' weddings, and I was looking at her and her husband on their wedding day on the stage, and you know, they were dancing, they were happy, feeding each other cake, you know, looking at each other with love in their eyes. And I was like, me, I can't even imagine this. Me, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with someone that's gonna stress me. Like, am I ever gonna be that happy with somebody else? I don't think so. I just think me being alone is the best thing for me. And then it almost hit me like an epiphany. This was like a good few months after. This was a good while after. This was like a couple of months down the line. You know, I was still in my healing process. I was focusing on me, focusing on my goals. And I came to the realization that, do you know what? I understand that we were made to be in relationships. Marriage was orchestrated by God. I actually want to build a life with someone, and I actually want to be happy in a relationship. So what I have to do is know my worth and know who I'm compatible with. First of all, before doing all that, open my heart and allowing someone in. But like, I'm sure there is someone out there for me. I'm sure all men are not trash. I'm sure all men are not like, you know, do you know what I mean? Like, I could actually be happy, but the person that I have to be with, like, people are in relationships that are serving them. Not everybody is in a fake relationship where they're unhappy. Like, a lot of people are, and I'll get to that in a second. But, you know, a good few of my friends who are married, I've seen them be with their partner for a long time, learn and love and understand each other, and they're happy together. They're happy together. They're happy building together. This is not something that grew overnight. This is not something where they suddenly realized, oh my God, I'm ripe, I need to go and find a husband somewhere. They make each other happy. I don't know what goes on behind closed doors, but you can't fake for so long. Like, there's only a certain amount of time you can fake for. And I've realized that, do you know what? What it is that I have to marry someone that's for me. I need to build with someone that's for me. I need to be in a relationship that's for me. I can no longer live in fear that someone's gonna hurt me. I have to open my heart and let someone, like, I can't just go for any Tom, Dick or Harry. I have to be for the person that's for me, that's aligned with my purpose, that I'm compatible with, and that values me and knows what my value is and will never ever like walk all over me or try to mold me into their picture. I don't want anybody with baggage, and I'm not bringing my baggage into my next relationship. So I came to that realization, and I was like, hurrah. I actually think I'm ready for a relationship. I actually think, like, I'm happy with being alone. I'm not actively looking, but I'm no longer in that whole not mingling, get away from me, you know, protecting myself. I'm in this whole, you know what, I'm happy single, but if a relationship comes, I give it a try. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to say that I've learned over the last year. First of all, when you've never taken time to be alone, to know what it is about yourself that you don't like, you're gonna get into a relationship, someone's gonna point out something to you that you've probably never even had to deal with. There's a difference between being ready and being desperate, wanting a relationship so bad that you'll do anything to keep a man or keep a woman. I'll say men because I'm a woman, but this goes for everybody. When you're desperate for a relationship, like, men are dumb. I'm not gonna say, okay, I'm sorry. Like, they can smell the blood, they can smell the desperation, and that is gonna be so toxic because they know that they know that you're desperate. They know that you probably can't live without them. They know that you want to be married, you want to be married, you want to be married. That's what you want. You want marriage so bad. They're never gonna value you. They know that you're never going to leave them. And you probably won't even find the strength to leave them because you don't know what it feels to be alone. And you're so scared of being by yourself that you actually would rather be in an unhappy relationship than be alone. Girl, I gotta tell you, being alone, being single is like the best thing ever. Forever is a long, 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 long time.
Forever is a long, 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 long time.
Sorry for ruining that Usher song. But forever is a long time. And, you know, there was possibly times when I really, really wanted a relationship so bad, but I hadn't grown to the point where I know myself now. Now that I know myself, I know my purpose and I know what my values are, I want to enjoy that. I want to walk in my purpose and not probability. I always talk about how if you know me, if you've been following me on any social media, shameless plug, then you know that I love Paris so much. And if you know me a bit closer than that, then you know there's somewhere else that I love, that I'd love to live. Now, I'm basing my present and my plans and my goals based on where I am at now. I want to move to those countries. I want to travel here. I want to do that. I want to do there. Okay? I'm doing that now because I'm single. I don't know if I'm going to be in a relationship next year. I don't know if I'm going to be in a relationship the year after that. I don't know, damn, if I'm going to be in a relationship in the next 2 months. What I'm saying is, live for you now and stop making decisions based on probabilities. Stop letting opportunities go because you're like, I could get a job offer in Paris today and I'll pack my bags. I'm so glad that I'm the person that I am. Because when certain opportunities arose, I was like, phew, going. Imagine saying, do I want to raise kids in Paris? What if I don't meet a man in Paris? What if I meet a man here? I could meet a man here tomorrow, you know, and I'll be in Paris. Are we gonna do long distance? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, what do I do? Like, I don't know. Like, should I go? Listen, girl, today, as you got that opportunity and job offer, you're single. Why are you thinking about your potential babe that you've not even met yet? I think a lot of the pressure to be in a relationship, to settle down, especially on women, has to do with you know, the body clock and having children and all these things, right? I just want to let you know that I believe in God. I do believe in science. Like, I love science. I do believe in biology, but God created us either way. I have a friend who's a midwife, and she said that once you hit the age of 35, best believe that it's possible that you can have children. Pause. Can you think of anybody right now who has had a child naturally with no complications over the age of 35? I'll wait. Have you? Do you? Because I certainly know a good few people who have had children over the age of 35, right? But that's besides the point. Don't rush into a relationship. My camera just stopped, so I was saying, so, you know, just because you're getting to a certain age, maybe you're hitting 30, you're still single, you're not in a relationship. How many of us know, so I gave the example of having a child over 35, right? How many of us know someone who was single last year and is married now, is pregnant or has kids? Or how many of us know someone who was single and within a year they got married, had children? Yeah, I can name a few. I can definitely name a few. So I just want you to know that don't base, because that's when desperation happens, and that's when toxicity, that's when that happens. You know, you don't want to be in a toxic relationship just because, oh, you want to have children. Do you want to have children in a toxic relationship? I don't think so. I don't think you want to have children in a toxic relationship. I know I don't. I want to have children in a healthy relationship, and I want me and my husband to be the first people to show our children what true love is. Okay, so I believe in science, and I believe, yes, it's true, you know, With every period you lose an egg. The probability of having a child lowers as you get older. But listen, what is for you is for you. There are, God forbid, I hate when I hear or think about, like, but you know, people are hitting menopause younger, and then there are 20-something healthy-year-olds who cannot have children. God forbid, that will not be our portion in Jesus' name. But have you ever heard of it? Yes. So, you know, you can't just rush into things just because you think, oh my God, I'm 30. If I don't have man and have a children in the next 5 years, I'm like, it's over. As what God has designed for you today, what God has designed for you in the future isn't gonna change. I pray to God that everybody out there, God answers our prayers and gives us and grants us our heart's desires. Last thing I want to say is, while you're in this time of singleness, realize that what is for you is not going to pass you by, and you are going to be in that lovey, happy relationship. I know you may be in the healing process and you may feel like you will never be happy, but you'll get through it. I know you may be just gotten out of a relationship and just learning to love yourself again. You will be happy again. Just stop thinking too much. Become that person that you were designed and created to be, because God created you for a purpose. And I really do believe this. If there's anything I believe in this world, it is that you can only attract what you are, and you need to be the best version of yourself, because that man that you're praying so hard for will never come your way unless you're the woman that is designed for him. So while he's in his singleness, he's already praying for the type of woman that he wants, and you're probably not even there yet. You're on your way, you're getting there. But God wants you to learn a couple of lessons before he brings you to his path. So I just want to tell you that. I remember, enjoy being single, because it won't be forever. I'll just say that this is what I've learned in the past year of being single. That it's okay to love being single. It's okay to be alone. But at the same time, simultaneously, it's okay to be alone and want to be in a relationship, but not be desperate for a relationship. If a relationship comes, my DMs are open, you know. Might reply. But if you're not my type, you ain't gonna get no reply. Okay. Yeah, so basically, let me be serious. So basically what I was trying to say is that I wonder if anybody out there understands, you know, what I'm saying. And this is, I'm just speaking from my own experience. Everybody's experience is different, but I just want to let you know that you don't have to, you don't need anybody. All you need is you and God. If you believe in God, he has you. He has you. Yes, it's another Valentine's Day video. I'm single another year, and it's another great year. I live life well. I've been great. I've been happy, and yes, so I think I'm gonna do more sit down talk videos, because I'm just able to just express myself, and hopefully someone out there understands and sees how I feel. And well, thank you. Enjoy your Valentine's Day, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it to the end, I love you. Thank you so much. And yeah, so I think that's all I have to say today, but it's been great. So I hope you have a lovely, wonderful, beautiful Valentine's Day with your loved ones. And if you're single, treat yourself, girl. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. Okay? You don't need to be with anybody to treat yourself.